the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. To the middle. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. That's a jump ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving the ball around. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
George, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Now, here's Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Cavaliers. Pass to Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Allen, that's good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The 76ers trail by 7. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
I thank you, David. And Mitchell is right there.
And Mitchell's energy level is really impressive. He's someone that doesn't give up on possessions.
Here's the screen. Pass to Cavaliers. Here's Grimes. Off target with his 3. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Embiid finds George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Cavaliers. Still scoreless. Right wing. Embiid wide open. Mobley with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Stolen by George. Pass to Cavaliers. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fires the 3. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And here is Strus. A three-pointer is right on target.
And smart of Garland to stay flexible, finding a teammate instead of forcing that one.
Embiid with the screen on Garland. Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Mobley. And Garland has it in the corner. Back to Mobley. Here's Strus. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Mitchell with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Oubre, and it's Downton in at the point guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bona. Oubre, a screen on Wade. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's Oubre off the drive. And at last, they get one to fall.
Crafty at cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And Thompson kicks to Hunter. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's tipped. Here's McCain. Still without a basket. Pass to Downton. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Wade, and it's denied. And they get it back. Wade on the wing. Second shot opportunity. And it's Bona with the rebound. 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Downton. In the corner, it's Oubre. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Philadelphia with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Into the lane. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Hunter against Oubre. And he elevates for the slam. Thompson did not like that.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
And that one, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Downton. Pass to Drummond. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Drummond with a screen on Hunter. Oubre outside. For 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Thompson, high post. Pass to Jerome. And Thompson kicks to Hunter. 5 on the clock. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oubre outside. Here's Bona. Shoots over Merrill. Jerome with the rebound.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's the break. Here's Bona. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bona's got his first basket.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers on top, up 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
So on the floor for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Cavaliers leading. Here's Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
The assist goes to
Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Philadelphia shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 5.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. The wide open shot from Strus. Bangs home the trifecta. Strus has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep, but he has to close out a little stronger on him.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Maxey against Garland. Pass to Yabusele.
And when Garland is engaged on D, it's a great sign for this team.
Here's Mitchell, driving the lane. Oh, and a dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Grimes. Scoreless thus far. 3-pointer by Embiid. The 3, good for Embiid.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Mitchell right side. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Embiid with a screen on Garland. Grimes passes to George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
There's Garland. And the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Grimes.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the third quarter. The shot by George, wide open, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. George has got 8 points.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back was about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
They get it back, and Embiid kicks to Maxey. George looking over the floor. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Yabusele, covered by Mobley. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Allen kicks to Garland. Mobley outside. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Maxey. There's the pick. Here's Grimes. Off target at the rim. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Paul George is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Mitchell passes to Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Mobley misses. The 76ers trail by 6. Grimes passes to Yabusele. Off on the layup. Cavaliers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Embiid against Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Assist from.
And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Oh, nice pass there. Garland with the great vision.
Now Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And George kicks to Embiid. Maxey against Garland. Embiid. Excellent D there from Allen. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The free throw off from Maxey.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. From downtown, knocks down the 3-ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Count it. That's 12 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up
in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Embiid the screen. Pass to Grimes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
And with
foul.
the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Here's Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Takes it inside.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell.
And Mitchell drops them both. The 76ers trail by 7. Maxey on the wing, guarded by Garland. The 76ers with another miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the inside. Pass to Grimes. Outside George. And stolen by Mobley. Allen in the post. He's covered by Maxey. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Cleveland moving the ball around. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mobley's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Cleveland?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olner. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he was calm when he told the team, if we play hard, we'll win this game. Let's keep the effort level up defensively. The coach talking about defense? Crazy. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
That bucket in no time at all. Mobley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Evan Mobley.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Allen drives in, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the wing three. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Mitchell. That shot is off.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now, Washington starting five. We've got Sarr, Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Champagny at the 4 spot. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Maxey with it. Poole picks him up. Maxey surveys. The 3. Sarr pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the head coach for the 76ers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that three-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's George. Nails it from 3.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Maxey against Poole. Here's Yabusele, 6 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Three-pointer. Pass to Maxey. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Poole. The fadeaway. The rebound by Yabusele.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
The kick out to Maxey. From downtown, fires in the triple.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Outside Coulibaly. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Knocks down the long J.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Embiid with it. Middleton covering. Maxey against Poole. Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. Sarr pulls it in.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Poole shot is off. The Sixers lead by 3. Outside Maxey. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Middleton from the outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter.
What you love about Max is he plays with so much energy, it's hard to keep up with.
Poole from long range. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Koulibaly. Poole for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Embiid. Clock at 6. And Embiid with the slam.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
Right side, Koulibaly. There's the triple. No good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got Corey Kispert. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Carrington in at the 2.
And this is how you run pick and roll. Marcus Smart running pick and roll to perfection.
Let's go with a 3. Kispert grabs a miss. Wizards trail by 3. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Bey with a screen. Smart looking around. Kispert on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Philadelphia leading by 3. Drummond for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Knocked loose. Kispert outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Doughton, defended by Kispert. Pass to Bona. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's McCain. The 3 is up. Here's Bona. He's scoreless. And another miss by Philadelphia.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Smart outside. Pass to Holmes. They set a pick. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Oh, planks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He could have gone straight to the hole, but they'll take that 3.
Here's Carrington. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in the real game.
Wizards trail by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Holmes. Defense is right there. And again, it's Washington converting. Here's Doughton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Drummond for 3. Smart grabs the miss.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
3-pointer Holmes. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. To win the run. And Bay pulls it down.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
The 3. Counted from distance. And now it's a 5-point Wizard lead.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Oubre against Holmes. There's the screen. Pass to Bona. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCain. Rebound by the Wizards.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Doughton. It could go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards up by 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. 76ers trail by 5. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
They've got Tyrese Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. On target from range. George has got 6.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Pass to Maxey. Yabusele. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 2-point game. Gets the 3 to fall.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Here's Maxey. And he lays it up and in. He's got 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And that one's good. Poole.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Inside. Here's Grimes. Coulibaly defending. There's the screen. Pass to George. Puts up a deep three. Sarr pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Puts up a three. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Maxey. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Washington leading by 6. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Maxey against Poole. Pass to Sarr. Left side Coulibaly for 3. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And it's Coulibaly missing. 76ers trail by 6. Pass to George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Washington. Coulibaly on the wing. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Grimes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer? No, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Middleton from the outside sinks the tray. Middleton's got 6 points.
Wow. Middleton testing his range, and he passed the exam.
For 3, Maxey. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Poole shot is off. 76ers trail by 4. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 10 points in the quarter.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
Poole shot is off. Philadelphia's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the 3rd quarter. And it's Maxey missing. Well, the Wizards shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Champagnie. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Champagnie's got his first 3 points of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Grimes. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 6th rebound on the night.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range. Poole for 3. And that's not gonna go. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It's Washington. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Washington, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. He's out there with Jordan Poole. Chris Middleton is out there with Sarr. And it's Champagnie at the power forward. George's shot is off. Washington leading by 5. Poole outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Maxey.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
George outside. The 3. Sarr pulls it in.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And there's the screen. And that one's good. Coulibaly.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Maxey, that's good.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the three of his own.
Poole against Maxey. Pass to Middleton. To the right side. Poole outside. Poole with the answer. Cashing in on the three.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
He takes it in. Now Embiid outside Maxey. Embiid inside. Here's Grimes, guarded by Poole. Embiid from outside. The rebound by the Wizards.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
From deep, Sarr. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Shot from the wing. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Champagnie. George defending. This one for 3. Sinks it from distance. And now it's an 11-point Washington lead.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
For 3, Maxey. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Philadelphia's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. From downtown. Rebounded by Champagnie.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points. That's just not a good look.
A new lineup here for Washington.
First team foul. Substitution.
Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here.
2 minutes.
Maxey against Smart. Pass to Carrington. Bay with a screen. Kicks it out to Smart. Spins. The 3. 6 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3.
3 points.
And the Wizards lead by 11.
Look, Smart can be a difference maker from deep. Doesn't always shoot the best shots, but he's got the confidence to knock them down.
For 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Washington. And here's Kispert. 1:11 left in the 4th. Pass to Bay. Puts up a deep 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking out bombs like that. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Three-pointer Holmes gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smart with the ball. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Embiid. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Jordan Poole. He's out there with Coulibaly. Chris Middleton is out there with Sarr. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. Now, here's Poole. Poole, a screen on Mobley. Here's Champagnie. Carries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Cavaliers on offense. The drive by Mitchell. The rebound by Champagnie.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Middleton outside. Here's the three. And he's good on the three ball.
Wow, what a shot there. We don't usually see Chris from that kind of distance playing confident.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
And here is Poole, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. They set the pick, clock at 6. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Poole. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Garland with the bucket.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Middleton the pass to Poole. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Middleton outside. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Poole against Mitchell. Off with the layup.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
Now, here's Poole. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 2. Takes a 3. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 6.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Middleton looking it over. They grab their own miss. Pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by Washington. Poole, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Mobley misses.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Poole gets it to go. Here's Garland. Nobody near Allen. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. You've got Sadiq Bey. He's out there with Rashawn Holmes. Kispert is out there with Smart. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. Holmes with the steal. Here's Bey. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Bey's got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Oh, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Smart deciding where to go with it. Bey with a screen on Hunter. And here's Kispert from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Kispert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wade kicks to Thompson. Thompson is double. Here's Jerome. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Wizards leading by 5. Outside, Smart. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Now Hunter. Still without a basket. Pass to Merrill. Wade outside. Back to Merrill. 5 to shoot. And it's Sam Merrill with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Smart. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. And here are the Wizards now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And it's good for 2.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Washington Wizards. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Pass to Carrington. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Wizards lead by 12.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Launches from deep. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. And when you watch Kispert, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim.
Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because he's a spot-up shooter and he's elite at doing that, but he will attack, go in there and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities.
On the free throw, no good. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Bay against Wade. For the three. Bay, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Merrill. Back to Thompson. Wade outside. Here's Merrill. He's defended by Bay. Now, here's Kispert. Not a lot of room. Good on the three-point shot. Kispert's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The offensive rebound, Thompson. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Smart. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Smart's got 6. For 3, Hunter. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes! Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Corey Kispert.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
He's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. Wizards leading by 11. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Poole from deep three-point territory. Great look, but off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Garland has it in the corner. Back to Strus. Lets it go from deep. And Sarr pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Champagnie passes to Middleton. A 3-ball. Hands it from downtown. Middleton's got 6.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Driving to the basket.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Poole. Middleton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Washington. Mitchell looking it over. A kick out to Mobley. Mitchell outside. Pass to Strus. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 11 on the button for Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Kicks it down to Middleton.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Money from the wing.
Chris Middleton.
Middleton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Love how Middleton is inserting himself right now into this offense and sinking that shot with ease.
Again, Mitchell missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Another one falls for Washington.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
1:10 left to play here in the third. Pass to Strus. And stolen by Bay. One-on-one here. Takes the three. Here's Carrington. Bay with a screen on Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Wizards ball.
.41 seconds left to play in the third.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
The wide open shot from Strus, and the lead is down inside single digits. Strus has got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Wizards. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Bay with a screen on Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. That shot missing. Chris Middleton has been on display for Washington. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Washington, Saddiq Bey is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Inside. Stolen by Smart. Stolen by Allen. Mobley with it. Holmes covering. Here's Allen. Mobley. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Carrington. Covered by Mitchell. The 3. The Wizards with another miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Allen. And here's Garland for 3. Washington leading now by 7. Bay with a screen on Garland. Here's Carrington. Off target with his three. Now Cleveland shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Garland, no good. Washington has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Bay wide open, and he fired. They get it back. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Another shot. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Allen.
And the coaching staff and this team, they count on Allen for those second chance opportunities, so he collects 2 more.
Mitchell left side. Pass to Allen, and Allen slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Holmes, good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
That is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Garland.
They had to get something, and Darius coming up big.
Holmes setting the big for Smart. Fires from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. No good that time. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Washington leading now by 4. Here's Smart. Trains it from beyond the arc.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Pass to Strus. And there's the drive. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position. And Garland did a nice job there.
Puts up a deep 3. Smart misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Garland with the bucket.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Strus kicks to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Rebounded by Smart. Wizards leading by 6. Sarr with it. Covered by Mobley. From deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
From deep three-point land. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%. 5 of 10. Pass to Strus. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For 3, Middleton trains the three-pointer. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Wizards with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. David, thank you as always.
Thank you all for attending.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg.
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold.
PA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Tyrese Maxey, George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Now here's George. Pass to Grimes. 4 on the clock. George against Mobley, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future. Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Strus. Just over a minute and a half in. And he lobs it up top. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
And yep, it's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Outside Garland. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when we can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Outside Maxey. They set the pick. Here's Embiid. Allen defending. Embiid misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Joel Embiid.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
Now here's Maxey. There's the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Maxey's got 5 points.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Here's Mitchell. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Mobley outside. Pass to Allen. And here's Strus. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-pointer goes.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
76ers trail by 5. Here's the pick. Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Fast break, Cleveland. And there's a 3-second violation.
76ers ball.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Now here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. George passes to Maxey. Fires for 3. Philadelphia with another miss. Cleveland leading by 5. On the wing, Mitchell. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. .43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Strus. And Cleveland another 3.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Garland against Maxey. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Maxey's got 10.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. On the wing, Strus. Maxey covering. Clock at 6. Strus's shot is off. Here's Yabusele. Left side, Maxey. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. Up 5. And we'll get things started in this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Andre Drummond, and it's Doughton in at the point. Chalk up 2 there.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Jerome. On the wing, Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Here's McCain. Covered by Merrill. Pass to Doughton. Drummond with the screen. Here's Bona. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Doughton. Puts up a deep 3. Hunter with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 3. It's stolen by Oubre. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A spectacular finish by Oubre. He's got that airtime to get creative.
Thompson passes to Wade. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's rebounded by Wade. Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And doors, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Pass to McCain. Here's Doughton. 6 to shoot. And here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, you love the kind of space that Andre Drummond eats up on the interior. Some guys don't play up to their size. Andre Drummond sure does.
Here's Doughton. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Cleveland has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
Remaining in the first half.
And here's Oubre from the arc. He can't get it to go. Hunter with some nice D. And so Thompson will bring it up for Cleveland. 3-point lead. Hunter passes to Thompson. No good from outside. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Oubre. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
You're going to have to hit Oubre hard to prevent the bucket, boy. If you don't, he's going to play through it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. 1:33 left in the second period. Here's Jerome. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Doughton. Pass to Drummond. 1:05 left in the half. Here's McCain, covered by Merrill. Oh, a two-handed power slam!
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Here's Doughton, and that one is hammered home.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
McCain shot is off. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Wade. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. From the arc. Deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And here's Oubre from the arc. That one doesn't drop. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 76ers, 29.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Man, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. The size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
And here is Maxey. 10 points for him. And George with the jam.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
The Cavs trailing. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Yabusele. And the 76ers shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup is good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
That's exactly where Donovan Mitchell wants to be. This guy knows how to finish strong inside.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Maxey with it. He's picked up by Garland. Pass to George. Over Mitchell. Maxey against Garland. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. From outside the arc. Grimes' shot is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. George, a deep 3. They get it again to the wing, right side. Here's Grimes. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Strus. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Maxey. That one drops for him. Maxey's got 12 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Outside Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. And he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Max. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
Garland feeling it out a bit. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. Against contact, Mitchell.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
For 3, Maxey. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 76ers trail by 4. Screen by Embiid. Maxey passes to Embiid. That's tipped. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Here's the 3. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the four-man position. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Now Strus. Back to Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, you've got to put that length and frame to work. Evan Mobley sets the screen and creates room for his role.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's Mitchell. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Maxey against Strus. Here's Garland. Allen. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
George for 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Pass to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 76ers trail by 5. Just
commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Here's Allen. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Maxey. To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Grimes. Checked by Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid. It's stolen by Garland. And Embiid with the block.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
76ers trail by 3. George scanning the floor. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Mitchell. It's intercepted. Here's Grimes. Checked by Mitchell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Max Strus picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Garland, no good. It's stolen by Garland. Outside for Mitchell. 3-pointer. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range. a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And it's good.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Maxey against Garland. Gabaselli. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
5 on the clock. Gabaselli. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
17 seconds left in the game. On the wing, Strus. George defending. Now Mitchell. From deep. No good there. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. That was an incredible night. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for all the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoop. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Maxey, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the pick. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the 3. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 3-point game. From deep, George, and Sarr pulls it down. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Koulibaly. The tray. Shot clock reset for Washington. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Grimes. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fires the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Wizards have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. Back to George. Shot from the wing. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
There's a good screen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And a deep 3 from George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3-point field goal.
George has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says, these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. On the wing, Koulibaly. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Now, here's Poole. Hasn't made one yet.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
From deep, George. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Coulibaly. Buries the long-range jumper. Coulibaly's got 9. Maxey looking it over. There's a screen. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the win. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
And they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
We've got George. He's out there with Rashawn Holmes. Marcus Smart is out there with Kispert. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. McCain. Drummond finds Oubre. Puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. Oubre's got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia. The Wizards shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Holmes with a screen on Oubre. Kispert wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Doughton. Nothing on the board. Oubre outside. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebound, Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Smart, guarded closely. To the left wing. George with the screen on Drummond. For 3, Kispert. They get the rebound. Pass to George. Smart against Drummond. George sets a screen for Smart. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The 76ers trail by 4. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here we go. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre, no one around him. Rebounded by the Wizards. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. To the wing right side. Near the 3-point line, it's Kispert. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky to break there for the D.
Here's McCain. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so George will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Misses the wing 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oubre for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Washington has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And here's Kispert from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Doughton, guarded by Smart. And George gets the whistle that time.
First personal
That
foul.
is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. Oubre for three. Rebounded by Smart.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Oubre. After the miss from Corey Kispert. Oubre can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And again, Washington no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Three-pointer. Rebound, Washington. Holmes got his sixth rebound on the night. Fires from way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Wizards lead by 5. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got George Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. So it's the Wizards now after Paul George getting his three to go. Now Maxey. 5 points in the game. For the lead, another three for Philadelphia.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime in Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Now George, after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Clock is at 3. The 76ers need to get off a shot. George against Middleton. Poole with it. Scoreless thus far. Offensive rebound. Pass to Coulibaly. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8. Embiid with the screen on Poole. Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Another miss by Maxey. Wizards have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. They set the pick. Champagny. And again, Washington with the triple.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Grimes. Outside, Maxey. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Middleton inside the three-point line. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Now, here's Maxey. 8 points for him. Here's Yabusele. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Maxey to end the cold streak. And the three ball is good. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
For 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Maxey finds Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid the screen. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid slashing inside. The score now all even.
The defense can't slow Embiid on the drive. I mean, he's just got so much body mass and momentum. Hard to stop him.
Here's Koulibaly. Bangs home the trifecta. Koulibaly's got 15 points. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Wizards. They lead by 3. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Koulibaly is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now, here's Maxey. The 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Champagnie's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
Brogdon extremely comfortable taking these jump shots because he knows he has the green light.
Brogdon against Maxey. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Washington's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The 76ers trail by 9. George from deep three-point land. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Wizards leading by 9. Here's Koulibaly. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Koulibaly's got 9 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. That's good on the jump shot. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Beyond the arc. Carrington, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
George against Oubre. The shot. A nice shot by George. The 76ers trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lowry fires away from outside. Connects from three-point range.
Oh, that's from another zip code. You have to pick Lowry up at half court. Well, this guy will make you pay.
To the middle. Holmes kicks to Kispert. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Philadelphia's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Maxey, no good.
Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Washington.
They had a fantastic play for the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Here's Carrington. While recovering. Fires for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Kispert, no good. So it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing it.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the center position. Now here's Strus. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. It's his first trip to the line. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Coulibaly, and the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Mitchell. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Here's Brogdon. The rebound by Allen.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And Mobley gets it to go.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And it's Coulibaly missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Garland finds Allen. Pass to Strus. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. Here's Mobley. Sarr pulls it in. Washington has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Kicks it out to Middleton. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
The Wizards with a lead. Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. That's a very intriguing package. What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
From behind the arc. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Garland. Mitchell with the ball. Outside Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Sarr, guarded by Garland. Sarr misses. Well, the Cavaliers shooting 33% in the first quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Cash money on the open jump shot. Mitchell's got 6.
And Mitchell makes scoring look so easy. That jumper he's got is lethal.
Brogdon from outside, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Mobley passes to Garland. Now here's Mitchell. Offline with a 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Coulibaly. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. He has 6.
You can tell Brogdon has good vision. He can see where those openings are no matter how small.
And stolen by Bay. Middleton outside. And the Wizards Wizards with another three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The three from Mitchell. Sarr pulls it in.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Coulibaly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Cavaliers trail by 9. Looking to get back on track. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Allen.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Fires the three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The three from Mitchell. He drops it from range.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Wizards out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court right now for Cleveland. They've got DeAndre Hunter. Dean Wade is out there with Thompson. Then there's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Merrill passes to Hunter. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Johnson. Wizards leading by 5. Pass to Vukcevic from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Wade. It's stolen by Smart. And here comes the break. Outside Johnson. Here's Carrington. He drains the triple. Carrington's got 6 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Back to Wade. Can't hit from in close. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Fires from deep. Kicks it out to Smart from deep three-point range. Ooh, Smart from way outside.
Just such a quick release there by Marcus Smart. You love to see that just catch, touch, and release.
Hunter passes to Thompson. Rebound by the Wizards. Now Johnson. Still. Oh! Wow. I can't believe he just did that.
Just wow. See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Here's Jerome. Defended by Smart. They need this. Jerome, that's good. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And the layup is good off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Wizards leading by 12. Picked by Holmes. Shot's good by Carrington. Give him 8. The Cavs have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Good on the bucket.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Cavaliers trail by 12. Pass to Thompson. And Holmes with the block. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. George, he's checked in for Holmes.
And in the lineup for your Wizards, number 18, Deshaun George.
Here's Jerome. He has 6. Launches it. Here's Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, he tries a 3. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Wizards leading by 12. Here's Carrington. Now here's Johnson, covered by Merrill. George for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Out to Thompson. Pass to Jerome. Over Smart. Cleveland again missing.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
A deep 3. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 12. It's Merrill on the wing. Three seconds left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Washington Wizards, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Chris Middleton is out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Sarr, then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Coulibaly in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Bey passes to Brogdon. The 3 is up. From deep, Brogdon!
Such a creative ball handler. Brogdon is terrific at measuring the defense in screen rolls.
Here's Mobley. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mobley's got 5 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Outside Strus. Here's Mitchell. 4-3. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Coulibaly. Off the mark there with a 3. The Cavaliers trail by 10. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, leaving no doubt on the break. Mitchell.
In the open floor, very few people can stay with Mitchell.
Here's Coulibaly. Washington again can't hit. It's stolen by Brogdon. Launches a 3. Strus grabs the miss. Strus has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mobley, left side. Outside Strus. Back to Mobley. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Clock at 6. Here's Garland. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. 5 points in the game.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little bit too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Koulibaly's got 4 rebounds now. Bay with a screen on Strus. Middleton looking around. Misses the jumper from the wing. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Strus. Oh, they pick off the pass. Bay with it. Picked up by Allen. The 3 is up. Outside for Bay. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Here's Sarr, checked by Mitchell. Back to Koulibaly. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavs have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Brogdon.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Hey, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Deflects the pass. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. So Washington ends up going with a new group. "27 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hunter. Here's Wade. Hunter up top. Still no points. Kept alive. Thompson. Can't get it to fall. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Drops in the 3.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
And so it's Washington going into the break up 12. Tough to run with them. They get the ball. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs loving their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Sam Merrill out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer. Here's Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Wade misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Tipped away. Merrill with it. Guarded now by Smart. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Washington leading by 18. Outside Johnson. Pass to Carrington. The 3-ball. Takes a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Hunter passes to Thompson. Here's Wade, defended by Smart. Back to Hunter. And it's good from the elbow. Hunter's got his first basket.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Knocks down the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
A new lineup here for Washington, and a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Wade. Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. And Darius Garland subbed in for Jerome. Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Strus. And he banks in the layup.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
For Washington, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Middleton, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Allen gets it to go.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Washington leading by 12.
Remaining in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes.
Outside Brogdon. Launches it from deep. Cavaliers with a rebound. Outside Garland. For 3, Allen. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. Washington has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Hey, no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. And it's Merrill who clears it away. Cavaliers trail by 12. Garland for 3. We've got 1:13 left in the final quarter. Second chance shot. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And the Wizards shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Wizards.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Here's Strus going inside. Missed inside. And Washington with possession. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sarr. Pure from 3-point range. And the Wizards lead by 15.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Fires away from way outside. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. A competitive game. Allie, thank you as always.